Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm so excited to be showing you my swaps. These are my 3D swaps for Onstage here in Sydney. Love this. This is a lollipop treat holder. Now I made this one first with the stick coming out the bottom, and I decided when I'm going to be swapping they're going to be sitting up this way and the sentiment would be upside down, which is no good. So I've decided to go this way. Sentiment's up the right way. They'll be able to sit in my container and you'll be able to read the sentiment, and doesn't it just look gorgeous? So the supplies needed for this project are the Freeze a Bird stamp set, and I've used this large flower as well as the sentiment hello. The Bird Ballad Designer Series paper. I absolutely love this paper. This is really pretty. You use very little of it. These measure 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, so you can get a ton of these lollipop holders with just one sheet of Designer Series paper. I have the Petal Pink Organdy ribbon. This is so beautiful. Really easy to tie bows, and it just really makes that lollipop holder all that more special. The sentiments, I've used the 1 3/8 inch scallop punch and the 1 1/2 inch circle punch. Inks, I have Memento Tuxedo Black ink and the Petal Pink. We're also using some rhinestones just to give it a little bit of extra bling. So my kit's here ready to go, and I will admit the Whisper White and the Pool Party, these are all just scraps that I've taken out of my scrap bin. And we just need enough to be able to punch out a 1 1/2 inch Pool Party and a 1 3/8 inch scallop in the Whisper White. So I'm going to start off with making our little holder. So we have a piece of Petal Pink cardstock. I think I said the Designer Series paper is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. All the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog, so don't worry too much. There is a link to my blog post in the description as well, so it's all there. Don't worry too much if you haven't been able to write them down. I'm going to get rid of my cutting blade, and I'm just going to use my scoring blade. So this piece here, which is Petal Pink, it measures 5 1/2 by 2 inches, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. I always like to score if it's a 1/2 inch on the right hand side. I'm going to flip it round so we have our 1/2 inch on our left hand side. Then we're going to score at 1 inch, (3 inch), and 3 1/2 inches. And that's as easy as it is. So easy. I'm going to bring my bone folder in, and I'm just going to score on all those score lines. These would make great party treats for a birthday party as well. So we have our little holder all ready to go. I'm going to bring in just a punch. Now this is not Stampin' Up, it's just an ordinary punch. And where we have the 2 1/2 inch pieces, in that second 1/2 inch piece, I'm just going to bring in that hole punch and punch a hole in the middle. And just like that. I'm also going to bring in some tear and tape and just run a little bit of tear and tape on that tab there. We don't need a real lot. Easy. And now we can put it in. These are my lollipops, and I just got these lollipops from Kmart. There were 24 in the pack, and they're a decent size, so love that. Let's pop that one through. And I can just quickly close that one up as well. So that's the back of our little treat holder. On the front, I'm going to bring in that circle punch. So we have the 1 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm just going to punch one of those out in Pool Party. Let's get a little bit of our stamping done. So I have a scrap piece of Whisper White. I'm going to bring in the Petal Pink ink and that larger flower in the stamp set. Popping that down. Moving to the Memento Tuxedo black ink, and we're just going to stamp the sentiment hello in the middle. And we can punch that one out with the 1 3/8 inch scallop punch. So we're going to glue that designer series paper piece down. Straight over the top there. Going to pop up the sentiment piece just with a dimensional. I'm down to a few edges there. Let me just cut some down. I might stick 2 halves there. Okay. Popping that down on the pool party. And I've got these colours out of the designer series paper there. Okay, so I'm going to bring the Tombow glue in and just glue that pool party down. There's enough dimension there already. And I just have one of the small rhinestones on the side. I've still got these ones that have the small ones all attached. Let's pop one there. So cute. Now we have our ribbon, and what I did is I just tied it straight while it was still on the spool. I found I use a lot less ribbon that way. It really is not quite so much wasted. Quick tie down the bottom, cut the ends off, and there we have it. Okay, so they are so quick and easy to make, and they would make really great Christmas gifts as well, just as a thank you to people who you come across. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. I will be back with some more swaps throughout this week, so I hope you can join me there for those as well. If you haven't hit subscribe, do that so you don't miss any of my other swaps. Okay, enjoy your day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.